Now we're going to look at the modules. So the modules over here in the left side, navigation. Click over here on modules. So we have course information, general course questions. This is a discussion topic. You can add questions you may have. Best way is get emails, but if you have questions maybe your fellow students can answer, you can add questions there. This is how to get to Office 365 download, getting started with Zoom. If you never used Zoom before, there's information in here and download of how to get started setting up a Zoom meeting. So this is a good thing to download if you never used Zoom before. Go back out to the modules. This is a course syllabus. This is not the actual course syllabus, but Canvas has this thing with the immersive reader. So if you need help with the reading, you can have the Canvas read it for you. So in here, the pages part of Canvas, they have this with the immersive reader. It's not everywhere in Canvas. It's only when you create a page. It's a nice feature. If you need it, click it. Go here, and then there's a little play button down at the bottom.
Course syllabus with immersive reader. See immersive reader.
So you're not hearing it because I have my headphones on, but it's reading what's going on there. So you have that option if you want it to read through it. That's easier for you. Different students learn different ways. So these are all the information that's in the syllabus, grading information, guidelines, and they all have the immersive reader attached to them. I did add this new module with course videos. So I have introductory course videos. And then we have our learning plans that are here. You get overview. This is going to be the first assignment. So step through and read each of these through. I took out discussion topics so we don't have to fill in discussions. We do have to do this one discussion is the syllabus quiz. Other than that, there's things to think about, but there's no discussions you have to participate in other than this first one. This one we're going to look how to add things up into our Students 1 root drive. You'll see how to save folders there. There's a download that you'll need here with all the assignments. Be sure to read the directions carefully. Read through the directions. Read through the scoring rubric. So this is a scoring rubric. It tells you what you're going to need to do and how you're going to be scored on it. So read through each of these carefully. The directions are here in the scoring rubric. And this is for all the assignments. The book, these first assignments in Learning Plans 1 and 2. And then your assessments, when you take the assessments for the books. So if you do the word, the first 3 chapters will be in the book. The 4th word assessment will be instructions written in the scoring rubric of what you have to do. And it's all different things you learn by doing the book assessments. So the key thing is read these instructions carefully. So Learning Plan 1 and Learning Plan 2 are due the first week. You're going to send me an email from your email, read the instructions. I'm not going to go through that. You're going to make a mind map of the pros and cons of a specific social media that you'll pick. So read the instructions for that. So let's do the first week, April 10th, and then we're going to move into the word processing into our book. We'll need our book by Learning Plan 3, so that's our second week of the course. There are 3 book assignments that will be due that second week. So that's why you have to stay on track and keep getting your work done on time. I will cover some of these in the Zoom meeting, but there's no way I could do all 3 of these in the Zoom meeting. You're going to have to take your time and read through the instructions in the book. Then our third week, you're going to take the assessment. We're going to read the scoring rubric. It's going to tell you what to do and how to complete the assessment using all the information you learned in these first 3 chapters. And that's going to be the same thing then when we get into Excel. Spreadsheets are Excel. This is going to be 2 Excel 1 week, 2 more. So you can see how that's going to work out. And then we get down to our final learning plan, which will be PowerPoint. So the key thing is read the instructions and read the scoring rubrics, and you will be successful in this course.